8,000 soldiers. Not one of them breathing. Not one of them moving. Not one of them the same. They have been standing in the dark for over 2,000 years. Waiting, watching, guarding. This is the army of Qin Shi Huang. An army built not for war, but for eternity. It began not with an archaeologist, not with a historian. It began with a group of farmers and a broken well. In the spring of 1974, in the dry fields near Xi'an, China, a farmer's shovel struck something that was not rock, not bone, not root. It was a face, a clay face, with eyes that had been staring into darkness since 210 BCE. At first, the farmers didn't understand what they had found. Then they found another figure, and another, and then the full scale of it began to reveal itself. Row upon row upon row of soldiers, stretching into the earth as far as the eye could see. What those farmers had stumbled upon was not just a discovery, it was one of the greatest archaeological finds in all of human history. The Terracotta Army is not a collection of statues, it is an entire world, frozen in clay. Generals stand at the front, tall, armored, their expressions carved with the weight of command. Behind them, infantry soldiers stretch back in perfect formation. Archers kneeling and standing. Cavalry mounted on horses that never moved. Chariots, positioned as if mid-charge through a battlefield no one can see. And the detail is what makes this so deeply unsettling. Look closely at any single soldier, and you will find a face that belongs to a real person. Different eyes, different jaw, different expression. Among 8,000 warriors, no two faces are the same. These were not mass-produced figures. They were people, rendered in clay, frozen in service, locked beneath the earth. But why? Why would an emperor bury an entire army? Because Qin Shi Huang did not believe death was the end. He believed the world beyond the grave mirrored the world above it, and as that world was real, then it would also have its dangers. He needed protection. He needed soldiers. He needed an army that would never desert him, never betray him, never die, and so he built one out of clay. Hundreds of kilns, thousands of craftsmen, decades of work. Each figure shaped, fired, painted, and then buried in the dark to guard a man who was terrified of what came next. It is, in a way, one of the most human things ever built. A monument to fear, and to power, and to the desperate belief that if you are strong enough in this life, you can carry that strength into the next one. Even now, 50 years after that first shovel broke through the earth, the excavation is not finished. Only a fraction of the army has been uncovered. Thousands of soldiers are believed to still be buried, sealed beneath the ground, untouched, waiting. And beyond the army, deeper beneath the mound, lies the inner tomb itself, the chamber that has never been entered, the room that holds the emperor himself. Ancient texts describe what is inside. Rivers of flowing mercury, maps of the stars, palaces built in miniature, traps set to kill intruders on sight. We don't know, because in over 2,000 years, no one has gone in. The Terracotta Army is one of the most extraordinary things our species has ever made, but it is not the treasure, it is the lock. And behind it, something far greater is still sealed away, something no living person has ever seen. Next time, we go deeper, past the army, past the outer walls, past the layers of earth and time, into the chamber that has waited 2,000 years to be opened. What is inside the inner tomb of Qin Shi Huang? The answer may change everything we think we know.